All right, welcome to The Push. It's your host, Ogee Money. Today, you know what's going on, man. We got Philly in the building. It's always a treat when I got Philly in the building. You may know my next guest from Oochie Coochie, Grubhub, and of course, Q-Pid remix, Too Rare. Mm-hmm. You know what's going down. Look, we just talking about, I said, why Kiki's still my favorite. He said, I ain't even go out there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so, yo, look, you pretty much are like the face of a whole movement in Philly right now. Man.
Yeah.
So how does that feel first off?
That shit feel good, bro. I've been always thrown under the bus and shit for everything. Like, it feel good to be really leading the way, like, you feel me? And having a spotlight.
You've been consistent. Like, you know, a lot of times people hear songs or they see something, they're like, wow, he just came out here. Like, he's been dropping music for a minute. Consistent with the videos, too. Like, you know what I mean? Very creative, and you got the Kool-Aid Man doing the dances and shit like that.
A lot of people don't know that, though. A lot of people just know now. Like, they don't know, like, the back to it. Like they don't know about the Wakikis and shit.
Oh, yeah, for real.
Like, unless you really was, you feel me, banging my shit or you been with supporting me.
I've always paid a lot of attention to Philly. Like, I always say, like, it's a deep, long history with Brooklyn and Philly artists, right? It seems like a step throw. It's been like that since Rockefeller. Even you see how the relationship with Meek and Hove and Fab is like that. So let's get to Q-Pid, though. Like, did you expect it to be such a hit?
I know niggas be like, yeah, dog, I already knew that shit was in it, but no. I literally, when I recorded it, I left it open on it. I just previewed it on TikTok. You feel me? And then I started letting it bubble a little bit. And once that shit really started going, I had to make a second verse to that shit.
And I asked that, and you gave a real answer because, you know, artists make music, and you want your songs to be popular. You want it to reach, but that doesn't mean each video or song that you delivers for that because you've been consistent. You drop a lot of different songs, and the subject matter goes back and forth. Like Q-Pid is probably like one of the lighter joints. You know what I'm saying? But what that did, look, but now it's like you are the star for the kids on top of that.
Right.
So how does that reaction feel? Like now it's like
a blessing, bro. Oh, everybody looking up to me. I gotta carry that shit the right way. Can't post certain shit. I curse on my page. I gotta do the little emoji shit. You feel me? I be trying to really be like a real leader. You feel me?
Yeah.
For real, like.
And you know, again, I talked about the songs and how unique it is when you hear you say shit like, yo, if I don't get the pussy today, tomorrow's a cactus. Like, I mean, like, he be saying some off-the-wall shit, and then the videos are moving around, and have you been like that, like, creative with your imagination since you were younger, or is that the way that you express yourself?
Yeah. I didn't want to express myself, too, because I just be going, like, you feel me? It don't even, a lot of the time, it don't even be stories behind that shit, bro. I be saying out of pocket shit out of nowhere. I watch out of pocket shit, like just movies and all. I just like, you feel me? That's how I grew up.
You got a movement, again, in TikTok, social media was super important with it, and it went from national to international. So now with Q-Pid, what can we expect next? Like, what are you going to do next to follow that up? And do you feel pressure with that?
I feel pressure, but I be liking pressure. Feel me? Like, I just know I gotta go. Like, I got the spotlight. It's time to show them who the fuck I am. You feel me? More singles and videos on the way. Like, them bitches.
And that's what you've been doing.
Yeah.
So a lot of the earlier videos, were you funded that yourself?
Like, what you mean? Like, did that come out of my own pocket?
Yeah. Yeah, because you had a lot of
Majority
different...
of them bitches. I ain't gonna lie, I got signed at my fourth song. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But before that shit, I was all myself type shit. I was still doing that shit by myself, bro, for real. Like, I always was like that. I'm just now gotta adapt to, like, you know, let them take care of this or let them handle it. I'm like, all right. I'm so used to doing that shit myself. Like, even like studio sessions, I pay for that shit out of my pocket, even though I could get reimbursed for that shit. Like, I don't be liking waiting on motherfuckers, like, for real.
And I was chopping it over with my guy, Joey. Shout out Joey, and I was telling him about the interview. And like I told you, immediately he was like, yo, he got the high schools, right? So he got the high schools, the young kids fuck with him in Philly. And I saw you talking about Durk and how you got Durk on the record and his daughter, it was his daughter, right? That was a fan. So like knowing, again, you saying you have to keep it clean on the social media, you got the kids, you got the teenagers around the globe. Do you ever worry about like the music that you're creating next? Or you gonna still keep it raw and still be true to who you are when you making the music?
I was thinking like that in the beginning phase. It's crazy you said that. I was been thinking like that, but then I got to a point like, fuck it, these kids gonna listen to whatever regardless. You feel me? But I try to keep my content clean on my Instagram. Everything else, like, my pitch is always gonna be fun, no matter what the fuck I do. You feel me? Or I can switch that shit up to some other shit, but it ain't gonna have kids like, I'm ready to kill this nigga. Like, you feel me? So
Q-Pid is melodic and it sounds good, but that ain't no kiddie song.
yeah, but
like,
you really listen to it.
Ain't no kiddie song. Like, what the fuck you listen to that for?
Yeah,
Turn
right,
that shit
man.
off, man.
Well,
Let me listen to that when the kids go to bed. But you know, but that's how the transition. Like you go from Q-Pid to Grubhub, and in the videos like Line Me. You know what I'm saying? And that even the timing of that when I was watching it was like it's crazy. And that ties into another topic, right? So you from North Philly, like Northeast Philly, you're saying? And the culture took a massive L, right?
Yeah.
Took a big L in the culture. With PNB Rock passing.
yeah, for sure.
Rest in peace. It's fucked up because we lost him. I lost him as a fan, black man, human being. And myself and Yulissa, we interviewed him on his last birthday.
Yeah.
On his 30th birthday, right?
Damn.
So first I want to ask you, how important was he for you growing up, being from Philadelphia?
That nigga, he created a whole different wave. Like the rapping and singing shit, nobody was doing that shit but him. Like, he changed everybody's whole shit in high school. When I was in high school, everybody was in high school, you feel me? Everybody banging home, they going through with their old little high school girlfriends and all that type shit. Like, that shit was different. Snapchat filters, banging his shit. Like, it was a whole era of that shit. Feel me? So he definitely, like, had a whole crazy-ass impact to the world, bro.
100%.
Not even just the city, the world.
Not exactly. And you know, big records, he was humble, he was happy guy.
Motherfuckers really start mimicking him.
Yeah.
Like, the rapping and singing shit. I know people were saying Drake, but, like, you feel me?
Yeah. No, he had it early. And again, we spoke about that on his birthday. But, you know, people throw this term legend around a lot after somebody died. And so
Right.
it's going to take a while for the game. Again, he's young in his career.
Yeah.
But for Philly, right, would you consider him a legend already?
Yeah, hell yeah. I've been getting him his flowers before, you know what I mean? That's why I'm happy, like, you feel me? I did, like, we had our conversations we had, like, you feel me? Like, was what it was, like, I know he just kept, like, he basically was like, passing me the torch, like, little bro, you got this shit, like, you feel me? Like, run this shit up, turn the city up, you feel me? But we used to be rapping about all types of shit, bro. He'd just break it down to me, like, motherfuckers show fake love, and then just to see this shit now, it's like, damn, this what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah. And I saw, like, even in the stories, how you showed the support, you dropping the song. He's like, yo, go do your thing, go at it. So it's like we took a big L. And what really fucked me up with that situation is one of my bros, he has a mentorship program, right? And he's working with Dobbins High School.
Right.
You familiar with Dobbins? Mm-hmm. Yep. He's working with Dobbins High School in Philly, a program called I Won't Stop, I Won't Quit. And it's all about helping like the young men and the women in that school in the area. They're going through some crazy shit.
Right.
And we wanted to reach out to Rock's team. I swear to you, last week we were thinking about it, but now it's like this happened and it completely fucks up the whole situation. So like while I have you on the camera and while we're talking about it, what would you say to the young kids, right? The students, Philly, all across the world that are dreaming about success, but the odds are stacked against them?
Just keep going. Don't let nobody tell you different. Like, don't let nobody change your mind up. What plan you got? Don't go to plan B for somebody else shit. You feel me? Create your own story. Follow nobody else's footsteps. If you feel like that's not what you want to do, you feel me? Like, just lead the way with anything you're doing. Don't really be a follower. Create your own way. For real.
Yeah, and you see where it takes you because the kids need to hear it. They need to see what's going on.
Yeah.
They're picking off rappers left and right. It's unfortunate. But the thing about it is we got to celebrate him. We got to celebrate all the ones that we lost. And it's just a cautionary tale. Just be careful. The social media shit is dangerous, man. It can make you rich and it could lead to your demise, you know?
Fact.
So outside of that, man, what video has been the most fun for you?
Most fun.
Your shit's fun, man.
Oochie Coochie.
I
It
bet.
either was Oochie Coochie or it was Q-Pid. No, Q-Pid was tiring, bro. Like the first Q-Pid was fun.
Okay.
The second one was more like, you feel me? Like really like work. Like it felt like a job.
Yeah, I
You
believe.
feel me? But Oochie Coochie was fun as shit. Grub Pub was fun as shit. Damn, Rare Story was fun as shit too. Probably Oochie Coochie or Rare Story, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grubhub was different, man. He fucking popped his top. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, and again, you releasing, I know you always have to find it, but you in a good space right now. Should we expect an EP, a mixtape, anything for?
Definitely. By probably like the end of this year. Okay. Close to the end of this year. Or the beginning of next year. But definitely.
We need to pull up on the show, man. You know, Reggie wants to go into it. I got to see what that experience is about.
Right.
That energy, the dancing, and everything else, you know. But before we get out of here, man, let the fans, the ones who already ain't tapped into your TikTok and Instagram, let them know how they can get in contact with you, the social handles and whatnot.
At the number 2, RAREE on everything. YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Follow me, subscribe on everything.
Yeah, you know what it is. Brooklyn, Philly, did it again. Too Rare. He's shining bright. Feel me?
Appreciate you, bro.
Rest in peace, Rock, man.
R.I.P. to Rock.
You know what I'm saying? Hold your head. G Money, push.